Hello. The analytical community is in touch with you, Guru.Markets. Thank you for helping us. See all forms of help in the description of this video. Dear viewer, I kindly ask you to give your thumbs up in advance. Your thumbs up is greatly needed to spread the project. Guru.Markets. Now we will consider the main indicators of the company NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE INC, ticker NMG. This review is based on current data as of July 20, 2024. According to Classification Guru.Markets Corporation, NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite belongs to the subcategory coal miners. 14 companies take part in the comparison. This is more or less representative. Let's start with general information about the company. A little further we will look at each indicator in more detail. If necessary, you can pause it. We invite you to study each parameter of the organization in question more carefully. Access to the database with the ticker structure is absolutely free and open. Thank you very much for your repost, as well as other help. All this is extremely helpful. Market capitalization of the company NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite valued at $0.19 billion. With a subcategory capitalization of $23 billion. NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite Inc. accounts for a share of 0.835%. This is one of the small companies in the subcategory. The company's balance sheet capitalization is estimated at $0.04 billion. The subcategory's balance sheet capitalization is $14 billion. NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite Inc. accounts for a share of 0.264%. Having compared the shares of market and book value, we see the following. Share NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite Inc. in a subcategory in case of market value assessment is 0.835%. The book value is 0.264%. Which is 68% less than the share of market value. Assessment of the organization's share of market and balance sheet capitalization in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Final company assessment. NOUVEAU MONDE Graphite will be demonstrated at the very end of the video. Please look at the progress of the analysis in full. The organization's debts amount to $0.026 billion. Debt to book value represents 65% of the company's equity. Rating for the company's debts, tolerable, 0 points. The balance of a company's market price to its profit is 0. With an average for the subcategory of 7.4, which is much worse than for the subcategory. Assessment of the market price to its profit ratio in comparison with in the subcategory. Very bad, -2 points. Profit for the last 12 months was -$47 million. Future earnings for the next 12 months are unknown. And this is extremely bad for the company's price. An assessment of projected future profit performance in comparison with in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. The company's price to revenue balance corresponds to 0. The average for the subcategory is 1.1, which is worse than in the subcategory. Assessment of the company's stock market value to revenue in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Bad, -1 point. Revenue for the last 12 months was $0 million. Projected revenue for the next 12 months is unknown. Which is very bad for the company. Assessment of projected future revenue indicators in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Bad, -1 point. if you are interested in such analytics. In this case, I kindly ask you to subscribe to the channel and click on the bell. For you, because it's free, you will greatly help the spread of this project. The sales margin is 0%, with an average in the subcategory of 14.8%. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 14.8%. Assessment of sales margins in comparison with indicators in the subcategory. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The company's share in terms of the number of employees in the subcategory is 0.502%. This is 66% less than the market capitalization share. This fact reflects the discrepancy between the company's market price NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE Inc., rather towards revaluation. The amount of market capital for each employee of the organization is equal to $1,594,000. And for the subcategory $958,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 66.4%. Estimation of the volume of market capital per employee in comparison with the indicators of companies in the subcategory. Tolerable, 0 points. The amount of profit for each employee of the company is $0,000. With the average in the subcategory, $129,900. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of profit per company employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. The share of revenue for each employee of the company is $0,000. By subcategory $879,000. The difference between the subcategory average and the company's performance is 100%. Estimation of revenue for each company employee in comparison with the indicators of subcategory companies. Tolerable, minus 0.5 points. Shares shorted are 0.9%, compared with the subcategory average of 5.8%. This is a short squeeze indicator. Indicator RSI, 14, shows a level of 39% for the company NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE. In the subcategory, this level is approximately 52%. Technically, subcategory securities are valued higher than NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE. Comparing the dynamics of the company's share price NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE Inc. and subcategory shares. We can see that over 12 months the company's shares NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE showed a change of minus 44.7%. To 1.9% are against price changes in the subcategory. This does not clearly indicate anything, but it is necessary to take note of this fact. Before announcing the total score, please leave your assessment of the company's shares NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE in the comments to this review. We read all the comments and try very hard to respond to every response in the comments. Your responses in the comments significantly contribute to the spread of the channel Guru.Markets. The overall result is minus 7.5 out of 10 points. Average result for the subcategory, minus 0.2 points. If you look very broadly, within the entire stock market in general. Note that the average score for the stock market in the aggregate is 0.3 points. Against the company's score of minus 7.5 points NOUVEAU MONDE GRAPHITE Inc. Let's go to the table of orders, which is available to you. The link to it is in the pinned comment. The order table contains absolutely all decisions made by the information and reference evaluation system Guru. Markets. Access to the order table is absolutely free and open. Link in pinned comment. Let me remind you, earlier July 15, 2024. The order was published, company ticker NMG. Information Assessment System.GURU.Markets. The following decision is made on this order. Close the deal. The final return was 4.9%. Thank you all for watching this video and for using the information and reference System.GURU.Markets. You are all truly the coolest audience.